And there's one thing I think we can credit him as well. He's got players playing. He's got players in spots in the team that are using their best attributes. Enzo Fernandez is not good at defending. So he's found a position for him. Caicedo comes in midfield with Lavia. They're good at doing that part. They do a great job. Cole Palmer has a position now where he doesn't have to defend too much. Enzo Fernandez, sorry. And the wingers stay wide. It just suits the players' attributes really well.
And the thing that he was being beat over the head was the amount of players he has in the squad. This week he changed 10 players in the Conference League who played and won. He's got another group out here today who look sharp, who look at it. It is good Chelsea, not very good Villa. It only looks like one winner.
And needless to say, they've got a really good-looking bench as well, Chelsea, with all those players to choose from. Let's move on, shall we, to the game at Old Trafford. Manchester United taking on Everton. What's happening, Robbie L?
Well, it's going pretty well for
Install widget to protect your PC.
Set-piece routine has been worked on the training ground. Rashford with the shot, well, it hits bracelet. It's Rashford's goal. 2 goals in, 2 Premier League games for him. He gets off to the start. And then Amad Diallo, I thought he did particularly well against Ipswich, wins the ball here. Bruno Fernandes takes it all in. Zirkzee gets the start, gets the goal. Manchester United 2-0 up. Great.
Ruben Amorim, the first United manager to be 2 goals up at half-time in his first Premier League game at Old Trafford to North London. Lots of things happening, but no goals.
Yeah, surprisingly no goals, but not surprisingly lots of chances. That's a big chance for Raul Jimenez right in the centre there, right 6 yards out. Fraser Forster into the goal today, makes a good save that time. Dragoshin here from a set piece, good header. And that's just nipped over the top from Bertman, a good save from him. Go the other end again, Rebecca, and Fulham on the front for this time. That was quite a lot with Tottenham. That was quite a lot. We're a little narrow there, particularly on this near side.
You see,
and can't find the target. And you know the guy that lies down behind the wall?
Install widget to protect your PC.
Shoots it under the ball into the corner.
The situation that they not found is
Back of the bridge has been an awful first half for Remy Martinez, shaking playing out from the back, causing panic in Villa's defence, and in the process seems to have injured his hand, so might not be out for the second half problem that Villa.
On the issue of taxation. You know, like the insecurity that has the devil
now is the perfect time to get away during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Removal of fuel
with
subsidy.
0 payments for 90 days
People
on select models.
so much
Plus,
in
every
a
Hyundai
serious
is backed by
situation that
America's
they are
best
not able to cope with.
Hurry
And
to the
look at
Hyundai
even
Getaway
the
Sales
so-called
Event
minimum wage.
before this great offer
It's just
ends.
like you give it to the right hand and then you collect it from the right left
with
hand.
0% APR and 0
Because
payments for 90
it is
days.
just
Only
useless.
during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Now, you know, there are still other taxations like value-added tax and what have you that kept on
Install widget
increasing.
to protect your
And you
PC.
see, majority of the industries in the north have collapsed due to inability to collect loans because of incessant increase in the interest rate by the central bank.
And let the magic begin at Walt Disney
Almost
World
6
Resort.
times they increase the interest rate. It's not possible for any industry to be able to accommodate that because of the cost of our production. And look at this unstable, or can I say epileptic power supply in the country. National grid collapsing almost 10 to 11 times, and it affected the north most. Now, with all this multiplicity of taxation problems that the north is facing,
season after season,
just if you want to summarize it all, stick to the issue of insecurity that made farmers unable to access their farms, and the insecurity has even gone worse, where families go to the farm, light burn the produce that have been harvested, and they burn almost whatever, whether rice,
Liverpool against Manchester City kicks off at Anfield today.
Millet and what have you, whatever they think, the fact they've just brought it down.
Points or 11 points.
And you are now saying that you want to bring any other tax reform again without concentrating more on the issue of insecurity, where up till now,
The
people are
Premier League
still
on NBC is
trying
brought to you
to
by
couple
Samsung
things.
Galaxy Z
So
Series.
these are the reasons. Taxation
Install
is
widget
key.
to protect
You
your
see,
PC.
many countries survive by taxation. They don't have natural resources just like we have untapped even. Like in the north, we have more than 50 different types of mineral resources. Mention anything. The north has it. But you cannot even go there and touch it, even if you say you are inviting investors. Because most of these gold mines are the places where the bandits benefit, and they will not allow the investors to go there. Look at what happened to the civil defense that accompanied the Chinese investors, where some of them were killed and then some were even injured, and they are still being hospitalized after now. So that is the reason they say it's not a good time for it. Solve the problem of insecurity and other things. Then when the environment is conducive, bring any other tax reform. People will not
serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C,
because many of them are dying because of hunger and starvation, and displaced from their home now. They are now, in fact, some of them are in FCT. That is why some of this minister of FCT is saying that...
if I'm to ask you, can you hear me? Are you with me? If I'm to ask you, given the economic quagmire that we find ourselves, if you have the listening ear of the president, what would you advise him to do?
Just announced.
The president, I would advise him to declare a state of emergency on the issue of insecurity, not only in the north, in the entire country, so that he can be able to channel the needed resources available to fight insecurity. This would enable him to actually recruit all the security agencies, the agents from all other security agencies, from police, from army, from civil defense, and even the paramilitary too, and PSA and what have you, so that the robust and energetic youth that are going about the streets with their papers, their certificates, they can be engaged. Majority of them, they are ready to sacrifice their lives for the betterment of the Nigerian people and its entire territory. So if that can be done, in fact, the even hunger problem that we are facing, this inflationary rate that is at the galloping rate and what have you, will be reduced to the barest minimum. And then people will have will be able to find where they can get food to eat at least 2 or 3 square meals a day. So those are the things that the president should focus attention on, instead of bringing policies that will have adverse effect, very serious adverse effect to the populace. It's very bad. It seems as if we don't have good advisors that will advise them rightly, so that Nigerian people will actually reap the benefit of democracy that we are yearning for. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
With the money I saved, I thought I could have waxed figures myself. Cool, right?
We don't just talk, we...
Look at the craftsmanship. I mean, they even got my nostrils right. It's just nice to know, years after I'm gone, this guy will be standing the test of...
There's a message. Let me take this one.
Install widget to protect your PC.
No!
I want to thank you guys for keeping us.
Only pay for what you need.
I told you guys 2 weeks ago, I don't miss the show since then. Please, let me remind you guys about...
Welcome back to Stamford Bridge, where Chelsea lead Aston Villa by 2 goals to 0. And Villa forced into a half-time change, the changing goal. Off goes Emi Martinez, and on comes Robin Olsen, who appeared for the first time this season. And if Villa do play out from the back again, that is not his forte, Steve.
No, it's not, and he's not the...
All right, God bless you, Joseph Jojo from Piakasa.
Front of him and try and protect him as much as possible, or do you try and defend higher up the pitch and prevent the attacks coming from higher up the pitch? And that is the difficult situation now that they face. Unai Emery is a special manager. He's an exciting manager in the way that he sets his teams up, but that team talk at half-time will arguably
Install
be
widget
one of
to
the biggest
protect your
cities in the
PC.
football club.
So Chelsea 2 up with the goals from Nicholas Jackson and from Enzo Fernandez.
We were talking, I think that was last
Chelsea win, they would go 6 points off the top. If they score 2 more goals, they would go second. Remember, they began the day in 5th place.
As in an ordinary Nigerian on the streets, don't believe
No
anything.
changes here for Chelsea.
You know why? Because we have been lied to over and over and over, and it has become part of us that whatever.
Finds Bobby Watkins, who had those 2 good first-half chances, and now finds John McGinn. Jean far side. McGinn going on. Good save by Sanchez, but
look at what is
now an offside flag goes up.
So this government I expected a Tinubu who was
been very close because he was right down in front of us, John McGinn, but the intent straight away.
Yes,
maybe a fraction.
Yes.
Early from John McGinn, but that is as much as we've seen
Install
from his
widget to protect your PC.
And the intent to go forward straight away from Unai Emery's team.
And it is very sad.
Such a big day this Villa to try and cut the gap back towards the top 4 and get back towards where they want to be again.
Let me take the numbers again. 0808.
They have that man in reserve, John Duran, super sub for the first few months this season, but not really so much of late. He's not scored coming off the bench in his last 8 appearances.
All right. Men's Lounge, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I want to appreciate your effort, sir. You are trying.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Kenji James. I'm calling you from Lab Cambodia, Abuja, Nigeria. So I want to second on that man that don't make his own contribution. This our government, they're not sincere to us. How true are they that they are close How are they sure that, how we in Nigeria are we sure that they are finished the refinery in Port Harcourt? Up to now, average Nigeria are still doubting on that particular Port Harcourt refinery.
Yeah.
Yes, they have done it for us for this audio airline that they brought, which they come.
And nothing has happened.
Because even this Port Harcourt refinery, I learned 3 days ago that China stopped work.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yes. So this our Tinubu, President of Nigeria. Why are you supporting Nigeria? Nigeria are suffering. See now, 2 days ago now they attacked El Kalami football warrior in the way from Bauchi to Jos. Now they injure all our Nigeria players, bandits.
That's serious.
So please,
Install
our
widget to
president of
protect
Nigeria,
your
we are
PC.
suffering.
So
Nigeria
if you are to advise the president now, what will you tell him?
So if I should be the president, I would say he should be sincere. Or some of his ministers, or the head of agency, they are just deceiving him. They are not helping him. All of them, average of them, they are criminals, allegedly. They are not working for Nigerians. They are working for their pockets. It's only to just carry the budget of Nigeria and put it for their pockets. See many estates in Abuja being built.
Yes.
One person building 1,000 estates. One person building 500 estates. Go to LAFCAM there. LAFCAM, you see many estates built by one person. All this money is our money for defense, our money for agri, our money for education, our money for health, our money for economy. They are busy sharing money left and right to themselves. Nigeria, we are hungry. We are
Install widget to protect your PC.
Let Tinubu do the needful. Nigeria are suffering. Please, President Tinubu, Nigeria are hungry. We are suffering. We are not exaggerating. People are hungry. No money in the people's hand. All the minister directors he has appointed and the politicians, they are the ones sharing the budget money. Nothing is being done. Nothing is being done. 80% of the money of our budget are going to the pocket of the individual in the government. Only 20% and even less are given to the 250 million people in Nigeria. I'm not exaggerating, sir. We are hungry. President Tinubu, we are hungry. People are suffering.
All right.
Thank you. I still remain Kinde James from Life Camp. Please, let this message go to the President Tinubu. Please, Nigeria are hungry. Insecurity everywhere. No peace in Nigeria. Hunger everywhere.
Install widget to protect your PC.
this is very serious.
No, but he just said he just stated the obvious.
Yes,
Nigerians are suffering. There is hunger everywhere. There is hunger everywhere.
Let me give out the WhatsApp number so that we can read some of your messages. 0901 61 and the calling number is 0808 704 1217. Yes, Engineer Celestine, let's take a musical break. When we come back, we'll continue on Men's Lounge.
Brand new banger.
You're listening to Bright FM, where the hits keep coming.
Only your taste in hit music.
From hip hop
Pigeonhole, I'm a night owl, it's a different mode.
to Afrobeat,
I did my job, I did my job, I did my job.
we've got your favorite tracks. Stay tuned for more magic.
I'm going back outside. Me and my gang outside. Tell that me, mama, yeah. We go both to the day that we die, man. I swear that it's on my life. Many girls for my life. As long as I get to my peace of mind. Win. You gon' see in the book, 59 me. See your body steady banging. Make nobody go, they whine me. Normally. You gon' see in the book, 59 me. See your body steady banging. You just sweet me. Oh yeah. Sweet me,
you don't suck, you go act up, and we don't stop. When we turn up, you go flex for your face and you can't touch. If the back shot and I offer back up, top floor, or the landlord, and we too fresh. Gas with tight us, almost throw down, up and from Cyprus. I ain't a woman tell, and I'm one with typhoid. Drip too hard and the money don't long. And them my friend, I say what about us? Oh, but you go fool, and one brother half God. Make you wind up, yeah, but my thyroid. I ain't any only money, so make a million. Oh, my Osaka, after the hit us, and I'm bastard. Zero pressure, and I'm a chana, I'm from a kagi, I'm a zagi.
This with me,
no stress, only success. So I careless, I the reckless. And your girl then them call the helpless. So I clap hard and I'm a 10-10. If I be private, I got know my language. Throw money in the air, coaching the climate. When I step out, I'ma go the update. Or send girl note, baby, I can't wait.
Winning. You gon' see in the book, 59 me. See your body steady banging. Make nobody come, they whine me. Normally. You gon' see in the book, 59 me. See your body steady banging. It is sweet me, oh yeah.
Find and like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram.
Tell your friends and family about us.
It's Bright 98.7.
Hello and welcome back to Men's Lounge. Men's Lounge is a program where we discuss trending issues on politics, sports, entertainment, and every other issues that affect our daily life. And like the saying goes, men don't gossip, they discuss. My name still remains Ejiro Unwata, but you can call me Mr. Waf. I'm still here with Engineer Celestine. and we are doing justice to all the trending issues that happen within the week. Please start sending your birthday wishes and what have you. We are going to do justice to that. Now, Engineer Celestine, Father Kuka came out within the week to say Nigerian presidents since independence were accidental. And this is really, if we are to look at it critically, let me start from maybe the Babangida. We know how former President Babangida came into power and how Abacha, Ernest Shonenko, and at one time Ernest Shonenko was ousted by Abacha, Scoop and all that. He came into power. After the demise of General Sani Abacha, we had President Olusegun Obasanjo, who was in prison. He just came out from prison, contested and won. And after that, we had former President Yaradua of blessed memory, and he didn't quite stay long. He was at the time considering going back to lecturing because he was a lecturer, but somehow he found himself in the presidency. After that, we equally had President Goodluck Jonathan, who some would say, at one time he was the former vice president. He was the deputy governor, then later became a governor, then vice president, and the president. Some persons will say, maybe this is someone who seemed to be more like has passed through the ropes.
Yes.
But some will still tell you that, he was not all that prepared. He just found his way there, and some, Now, we equally, after him came President Muhammadu Buhari, who some said at one time he was even giving up that he's not going to contest again, but somehow he found himself there. Equally, after him, we are now seeing President Tinubu, who said he has been prepared for the past 30 years. So, this Father Kuka statement, what is your take on it? Because some quarters will tell you that at one time he equally said, except Tinubu. So, I don't know.
Well, if you look at it critically, I think these arguments have been on the news since last week, or even the week before. If you look at it critically, we may be pushed to be seen. We may see some sense in what Father Kuka is saying. That's my own perspective, though. That if you look at Nigerian politics as a whole, not even the presidents or the governors, the way Nigerian politics is played, especially from the democracy since the coming of democracy in 1999. It is not based on antecedents. It is not based on, as in this technocrat, see what he has done in so field. For instance, he have managed let me say he has had a bank. He has managed his bank and see how he has built it over the years. See the achievement he has done. See how he has been able to manage human resources and other resources at his disposal. I think let's give him the presidency. He will do better. No. In Nigeria, number one is not about qualification. It's not about who is qualified. It's about who they choose.
Who they choose, yes, to
represent their own interest, not to represent Nigeria. And take it or leave it. That is what is killing Nigeria and our government. People get there to represent some interests, not the interest of the masses. People get there. Somebody, I know of people who, in fact, somebody just is celebrating very soon he will become a councillor. That because he did one thing or the other, somebody in politics said, stop that business you're doing. Come, I will make you a councillor.
Can imagine.
It's not that somebody saw as in how diligent he is. It's not that somebody saw how he is being exceptional in his own field. No. It is because you served my own people. Maybe you covered my one track where I supposed to have messed up. You covered me. Or I want to pay you back. You just can't be governor. And that is what is happening in Nigeria. So when you talk about presidents, most of our presidents not being prepared, yes, I agree with him. None of them came on a track record of excellence. That the masses said, let this man come and rule us. We know of all the presidents, some outstanding presidents from other countries. Talk about Martin Luther King. Talk about J.J. Rollins of Ghana. You will see what they have done. These people came to serve a purpose. They saw a need in the society. They saw a need in their nation, and they decided to dedicate their life to it.
According to Youth Transition, they came out to give us some a clue that who is an accidental leader.
Yes.
Now, one of the points they gave is the promotion that caught you
by surprise. Yes, most of them found themselves. Okay, I won't mention them, but I will tell you a story. I know of somebody who had never dreamed of anything politics in all his life, but because somebody who's supposed to be there, something happened and he couldn't get there, but the slot has been made for him. They looked around and said, okay, so far this one is not here, bring this one to replace him.
In Nigeria, they do that a lot.
No, I'm talking of a very big office, an office that needs, as in a technocrat. But they would just, okay, because it is meant for this zone. Oh yeah, bring that person.
Part of another point they gave is striving in the limelight. You just find yourself in limelight. So just like you said now, they just pick this. They
just pick you. So the thing is, one thing why they keep failing, my brother, is that number one, you have never thought of you being there. There is something about life. If you have imagined yourself driving a car, there are things you keep your eye on. If you are in a car, you look at how the driver does this. There are things you keep your eye on because you may one day find yourself there. But something you have never imagined in your life, nothing concerns you. You just find yourself there suddenly. You are in the limelight, everybody is hailing you. You get carried away easily.
One of the other points they gave is people management wasn't in the blueprint.
Thank you. So just like what I said. People. No, people's management wasn't just like what I said. Yeah. The person have never had a track record of having managed so business successfully. There is nothing like, okay, look at what he did when he was this. Yeah. It is just because maybe he was loyal to one man, and the man said, let's make Ejiro the governor.
Yes.
And that becomes it.
Okay. But I'm preparing to be the governor anyway. So one of the points is from founder to leader. You founded something.
Yes.
Then they say, this man, he has tried now. He's the founder of this thing. If you just
bros. Anyway, man, not to talk, sir, but even in Nigeria, yes. there is this issue of, okay, he was so he played a very major role for me to become a governor.
Yes, during election.
During election, he played a major role for me to become a governor. In fact, let's put him. It is his turn.
Yes.
It is his turn now.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay.
So I didn't want to say much.
You didn't have to say much. You explain yourself. Okay, the last point they gave is the imposter syndrome.
Yes.
Yes, where people just find themselves, they impose themselves there.
Yes. Or somebody imposed them on people. Just like my friend I talked about. Somebody just say, okay, you did this very well when I was. Oh yeah, come.
Just come.
Your word is you are now their counselor.
You can imagine.
Nobody suggested him. He never dreamt of it. Somebody just called him. Oh yeah, you will now be counselor. And he have printed posters.
Of course, he will become counselor.
He will become counselor. No, nothing will happen because it is his power. It is his party that is in power in the state. So nothing stops him.
That's Nigeria for you.
That is how it works.
That's how it works. It's quite funny, but then these are the things we've seen so far, and that is why we keep having the kind of results
we have.
Because you put a man there who doesn't even know his left from his right.
Just because he was never prepared to be there. So we don't expect
you giving you what he can offer.
See, this life is just like a computer. You say garbage in, garbage out. You can't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
You can't give what you don't have. If you don't have it, you don't have it. So it is what you have in you that you can give out. But a lot of Nigerians, they get there by accidents, and we see the result.
Wow, this is serious. I think we have another message. Let me take this particular message before we proceed. And this is from Jojo. Wow, Jojo seems to be on fire today. The man from Piakasa. He said the head of state has never listened to IMF for once or take loan. Most of the housing we have today, he built them. Most no. This is serious. Okay. I foresee that's the okay. Good afternoon. I'm here again. The audio master. Okay, yeah, the audio master. The question I always ask myself is, during the military era and the democratic era, which was the best? Now Abacha
was the head of state. He never listened to IMF for once or take loan. Most of the housing we have today, he built them. Most of the infrastructure we have now, military built them. I beg Ejiro, my Delta brother, what has democracy offered Nigeria since 1999? Nothing but hardship and agony. If them explain Nigeria for you and you to understand, that person no go explain well. I beg, I send my birthday shout out to, okay, we'll take that when we'll get to that particular point. But democracy has done some things though. For the fact that you are able to send your message and we'll read them freely, is part of freedom of speech. So, but on a serious note, there is something he pointed out. Yeah. We just said something close to that about houses, people building house in Maitama, abandoning them, nobody lives there, just build house for rodents. You know, I was speaking with a friend some times ago, and he was telling me how he went to do his masters, I think masters and PhD in Scotland, and while staying there, so one of these days he said he was asking his friend, all these skyscrapers, all these tall buildings, who are living there? Because he knew that they are not business hubs, as in those places he saw them are residential areas. And the person told them that the government have built house to the point that a child that will be born in the next 50 years has a house. That is the way government have planned life for their citizens. That the child that will be born in the next 50, there is not like you are coming to build your own house. You know, if you like US and most of all these places, you find out that you see how they say it. The moment you turn 18, you move out of your father's house. Have you not thought of it? Doesn't mean that the moment you turn 18, you have the money to build a house. You just gonna start building a house. No. There is government. The government has a plan for you that when you need a house, number one, you are not coming to buy the house. You turn 18, by then maybe you have finished high school. You have one part-time job you are doing. With your pay slip, you have a house to yourself. You need a car. You have a car to yourself with your pay slip because you are doing something. In Nigeria, we see houses. You see estates springing up on a daily basis. In Abuja alone, you can count millions of houses that are unoccupied.
I think one of these days, we are going to do a special edition on houses.
Yes.
Let's see.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's understand how this works. And
now you see it. Not only that there are houses lying low. Go and price these houses. Go and ask how much to rent a room self-contained. There are people living in slums, even
in the slums that you talk about, it's not that cheap.
It's not cheap.
I know of a particular area where a self-contained goes for as high as 400,000.
Yes.
Something that usually in the past used to be maybe 200, 150, 100,
yes.
But now it's 400.
Yes.
Without water.
You see?
So,
you see? No, I know of a place where like in some places we mentioned, you couldn't see a self-contained with something less than 1 million naira.
Can you imagine?
Just a self-contained. Maybe imagine a youth corper who just came to serve his fatherland. They are paying him 30,000. How do you expect him to pay?
No, 77,000.
Eh? Now, let's even assume you are paying him 70,000. How many years will he save that 70,000 to pay 1 million naira as house rent?
My brother, you see, these are the pressure you put people into. That's why you see some persons will find themselves there. These are you see. The problem of Nigeria is not far-fetched.
We are our problem.
And this is why you get so much accidental leaders that when they enter there,
they want to save for their future generation. Yes, they want to save for their future.
We heard of a governor that even paid his children's school fees ahead.
Yes.
Even though the EFCC have invited him.
Even if you invite him, at least he have paid their school fees.
But they returned the money, actually. The school was smart enough to return the money back to the EFCC because that kind of generated a lot of controversy. But then, looking at that issue, it's quite disheartening.
Now, Ejiro, are you telling me that somebody who, if Nigerian government is actually, as in, modeled for service, for servanthood, not for leadership, if somebody who has served in the capacity as a governor, is he supposed to be thinking of his children's school fees?
No.
Is government not supposed to take care of that?
He's not supposed to be thinking of.
But to tell you the kind of nation we are, he knows that if he step out of that office,
I believe that individual have enough already to take care of his students' students' school fees without even touching government coffers. But then it's because the system is porous.
Not only that the system is porous, the system is not trusted. He doesn't know what will happen to him after he leaves office. Yes. That's why he have to secure the future of his children by himself, illegally. If he is sure that as I'm stepping out of this office, I am going into rest, he won't stay.
You see, that equally brings about the issue of people in civil service that serve for 35 years and they don't even know what
comes out.
Yes.
Exactly.
But you have a political office holder, someone who will just serve for 4 years.
For 4 years.
And then they are receiving life pension and what have you. I say there need to be some balancing. Because this person serving for 35 years, that will prompt him to want to embezzle money, to siphon some money.
Now, if you are talking about balance, we won't live here because the other day we just talked about this. Somebody suggested that the House, the National Assembly, House of Rep, and Senate should look at cutting down their salary, and one of them came out to say that I think 18 million or so is not even enough for them. And I was moved to ask, ASU has been on strike on and off since I was born because of issue of salary. And the highest professor in a university, in a federal government university in Nigeria, his salary is not more than 500,000 in a month. That means one Senate 1 month salary will pay his salary for 3 years. I don't know if
but how can somebody say that money is not enough for them?
For them. So
but then I kind of I want to agree to an extent. You know why?
Why?
During my school days, I happened to live in the same estate with a counselor. He's a counselor now.
Okay.
Now, every morning we wake up to meet people lined up in his domot waiting for him to come out.
Exactly.
Now, what are they waiting for? Those that will come with their family problem, his wife not feeling fine, his son is about to go to school, so many issues. They expect this man to solve this problem.
Do you know why it is like that?
Why?
Because our political offices has been known and characterized by people getting in there to get rich, not to serve.
Okay.
So when you get there, we expect you to get rich and come and bring the money, steal it by any means.
Because I feel that kind of system puts them under pressure.
But there are still people with integrity. I know of a governor who stepped into the office, and his first trip to Abuja from his state, he had to call them and ask them, of all these people in my entourage, coming with me, just do me a favor, write their assignments in Abuja. If all of them, what if you can explain what each of them is going to do, and it is in connection with what I'm going to do, let them join the entourage. At the end of the day, he found out that he's the only one that have any business in Abuja. So you see that our governors and our political offices, why the money is not enough for them is because of the kind of lifestyle they live. And the way we have made it so lucrative.
I feel it's the kind of system they find themselves.
Exactly, the kind of system they find themselves. Yeah, and the system has been.
And you see, when you get into those offices and you don't meet up their expectation, the expectation have been you take and give the people, right?
Yes.
If you don't meet up, they'll say, "Oh, no mind now. When he did
there, waiting to do." And of course, I hear.
And the waiting you do now is not expecting you to come. Bring some project or no.
Bring money, steal the money and bring it home. I know of a lot of people that my father have said that was he not once a House of Assembly member? Yeah. What did he do in our village? So people expect that the moment you get there, go and bring the money and do something. Not do project, as you rightly said, but come and give people money. And that is why we are not getting anywhere.
All right, Mr. Celestine, let's proceed. Let's look at this story about troop neutralizing 135 and apprehend 185 suspects in 1 week. And the 135 is 135 and the other is 185. Now, he said the news says that troop of the Nigerian military eliminated no fewer than 135 terrorists, apprehended 185 suspects, and rescued 129 kidnapped hostage through well-executed operation across the country in the last 1 week. The Director of Defense Media Operation, Major General Edward Buba, made this known in the Defense Headquarters weekly updates on the operation of the military on Saturday in Abuja. While Engineer Celestine, it is obvious that the troops are really working and they are not making too much noise. Unlike before that you hear, oh, we are going to bomb this place, we are going. Now you don't hear the we are going to, because it's as if when you say we are going to, you are giving the information ahead of hand that, hey, we are coming, move.
You know, those days, not even those days, even up to now, although, yeah, congrats to them, kudos to them for a job well done. But there is still some doubts in the minds of Nigerians about the sincerity of Nigerian military to fight this terrorism to a halt. You know why I say that? I've heard stories of some of them coming out to say we will be sent for an operation, and on our way maybe we'll hear, okay, we will be called to change route, and in the course of that there will be an ambush, or you are on operation before, as you are moving there will be an ambush. How did people get to know that we are moving, taking this route? So there were a lot of compromises those days, and then we talk about the kind of weapons they carry, they parade. Compared to what the terrorists are parading, you see that a lot needed to be done. But yeah, we are seeing developments. Kudos to the president. Maybe the president has stepped up.
It clearly says yes that some of these persons, due to the non-kinetic collaboration they had, some of the terrorists, terrorists surrendered. All right, to the Nigerian military. Now, where I have problem is the surrender now, because the number of persons that they say surrendered, what is going to happen to them? Are they going to now rehabilitate them and release them back to the community where they came from? Because we've seen this particular, when they say repentant bandits, people have a problem with that repentance.
You know, in a very working state, what I expect to do, yes, there is possibility of a terrorist repenting. But when a terrorist repents, I think the best thing to do is rehabilitate the person and put him in a place where he will be working under severe supervision. He can be in, maybe he can even be absorbed into the military, not to carry gun. No, there are things he can be absorbed into, where he will be strictly, as in he will be incapacitated from having access to gun or free life. There are a lot of other things he can do.
But you see, the issue of rehabilitating these guys and letting them off the hook,
no,
it doesn't really hold water to me.
For me, that's why I said, even
if somebody, you know that this man is a terrorist that attacked
your family and killed your beloved person, you now see him walking freely. No,
I mean, they should look into this matter.
So that's why
there should be other ways.
No, that's why I mentioned military. I saw how we frowned when I said military. No, I'm looking at a place where if you confine them, they are not in prison, but they are not free.
Okay. Now I understand you, because my brother, you can't problem with our own generation. Already people are even saying that, oh, when you rehabilitate these persons, you you're not making it seem very lucrative and easy
Yes.
for them to just do anything
exactly.
and retire. Well, we'll see how that pans out, but congratulations to the military. Kudos to them because they've been able to do their best, and Nigerians are not sleeping. I don't know if with both eyes, but then Nigerians are sleeping.
You are sleeping.
At least, you know, it's far better than what it was before. So, Engineer Celestine, let's take a musical break. When we come back, we are done with politics. We are going to look at the other side of the story, you know, very trivial and very funny ones.
Yes.
And the guy in Ghana that was able to, people come meet you, made their belly flat. Rather, you increase the belly for them. So we are going to look at for those stories. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Bright FM. Don't touch the dial.
Reggae and blues to my melody. Chicken curry with the spice and with it totally. A jealousy when I see you with somebody. No feed they carry the play cause it's long no go again. Breaking all the rules of society. Pepe all of them with the jealousy. Carry on my top for hey like in my person. I want to be more than friends with you. To live for my baby, come on for my baby. To live for my baby, now don't go with this bread. Live for my head, let's so sign on my leg. Anything you say to me like a smoky door. This is the way you do me so. Don't they carry me, they go. Don't matter, don't mind, don't cry. Surprise me with your jealousy. To me like a smoky door. This is the way you do me so. Don't they carry me, they go. Don't matter, don't mind, don't cry. When I say don't trust me. If we get blamed, what you do me so? I got that for memory. So you are mercy. If we get blamed, what you do me so? I was out of my mercy. So you are mercy. Love you, no mean say you go buy me. Waiting and no do you take my salary, oh. The things I did for your love, I for you, the to pursue, oh. When I tell you something, you know they inspire me. It can be like say I be mumu, I be old. The things I did for your love, they need for body, I see. Come on for my baby, come on for my baby, no, don't go with this man. Come for my head, so sign on my leg. Anything you say to me like a smoky door. This is the way you do me so. Don't they carry me, they go. I don't cause I don't mind, I don't cry. Say like me, don't trust me. If we never, what you do me so. I get that for memory. So you are mercy. If we never, what you do me so. I go sell my property. Spray the mercy.
Hello and welcome back to Men's Lounge on Bright 98.7 FM Abuja. You're welcome to Men's Lounge. Men's Lounge is a program where we discuss trending issues on politics, sport, entertainment, and every other issues that affect our daily life. And like the saying goes, men don't gossip, they discuss. My name still remains Ejiro Unuata, but you can call me Mr. Waf. I'm still here with Engineer Celestine. And we are going to Engineer Celestine. This particular one, you see, we see this thing all the time, but we just keep a blind eye to it. Like see if we don't know it that happen, but then it happened. You know, this is about a gym instructor who impregnates 3 ladies who want to get their tummy flat for Christmas. A shocking scandal has rocked the fitness community in Ashmal, Ghana, as a local gym instructor has been accused of impregnating at least 3 of his female clients. The allegation, which has sparked widespread outrage and debate, claim that the instructor engaged in consensual relationship with the women during their fitness section. You see, engineer, you see, most times we see these things, you know, you see how some ladies dress to this gym, and you see how the rapport, the relationship they have with the instructor, and you begin to wonder, see, if you be a married man and you see your wife in that kind of mood with those men, you are, my brother, you're not going to be comfortable.
you know, the truth is this. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Most of these ladies, I can say it categorically, some of them, not all of them anyway, some of them don't go to gym for the purpose of going to gym. Because I don't see the reason why somebody, you go to gym and you get so entangled with the instructor to the point of, if you see the things they do, you begin to wonder, are these couples? So how can, a married, especially my own concern are those married women that go to gym, and I'm not saying don't go to gym, but there should be a limit to what you permit with your instructor.
Of course.
And 2, you should know that your instructor is also a man who has blood flowing in his veins. So you can't dress so seducing and allow him not to be seduced. So in most of these cases, you find out that the ladies actually, they go there prepared for that. No, they are all adults. They were not forced into it.
Of course.
So most of them went there prepared for that. So that is why they make sure they dress in a way that they can attract, that the guy will fall for their trap. And that is what can lead to
and the guy
this.
don't fall. You know, they go for tummy slimming. Now the tummy don't
the tummy don't shoot out.
They don't shoot out. But you see,
No,
I think there should be. I don't know if to say regulations to this, but then
see, it's not about regulation. I keep saying it. There is this thing that we Africans we know how to abuse things. Ejiro, think of telephone, handset, when handset came out. Over there, as in, people have been using phone over the years before it got to Africa.
Yes.
But we know what the especially BlackBerry, the coming of BlackBerry,
wonderful,
did to our guys.
My brother, if I share my experience with you, you're not going to believe.
So you see that.
Do you know that then I was in the university then, and you see that time, if you don't even get PIN, they don't born you well to even stand with any girl we get BlackBerry they talk. The first thing she will ask you, what's your PIN?
What's your PIN?
And my brother, you don't have PIN, so you avoid that discussion like.
So the thing is, we know how to abuse things. Gym is built for fitness.
Yeah.
You can, but not the way Nigerian girls go about it. You need Ejiro, you need to be. There are places you need to just stand there on a Saturday morning.
You see things.
You see things. So is that what it's supposed to be?
Don't be moved by things, my brother. Don't be moved by sights. Because actually,
but we have to be sincere to ourselves.
If let's say don't even reach when husbands go follow their wife go gym.
Yes.
Go mount.
They observe be the instructor. No, not observe the instructor. Be the instructor yourself.
Be the instructor.
Yes.
This was serious.
No, I can't imagine my wife. No, on a seriously, I can't imagine my wife being in a gym.
Without you
not even without me being there, and another man is the one instructing her the way they do it in gyms these days.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure that is how it started. Anything that comes to Africa or Nigeria, we keep graduating to the negative side.
There's a video I saw that was trending about how to go to gym Some ladies were dressed like, you know what they call Mary Amaka?
Yeah,
You
yes.
know those kind of dresses?
Exactly.
Now, I had to like, wow, so it don't reach like this. So, okay, people are now looking at, okay, it's as if some people are not well dressed. It's high time we start, packaging them to dress. You know, they were putting this long gown, cover everything finished. So, but then, this is a serious issue.
It's a very serious issue. The way we are going about it.
I think there should be regulations in the gym, because sometimes you see how they handle these ladies, all in the guise of trying to train
them.
her and all that. Maybe they should avoid touching.
Exactly. You have machines. You have the gadgets, the equipment there. Just direct the person on how to use the equipment. And you see the way. And though most times it is these ladies that ask for it.
Oh really?
Yes.
Okay.
It is not like maybe the guy, just like what I say. The guy don't force. Those guys don't force themselves on them. It is the ladies that want to be directed and all what have you.
That's quite serious anyway, engineers. Okay. But we just hope that they're able to resolve the issues and the guy. I don't think anything will be done to him because this will not be saying rape person. Just issue of it don't happen.
Just like what I say, it's consensual.
Yes,
that is even the way they use that is consensual. So don't even be surprised. Those guys would envy themselves.
Okay, he's our boyfriend. All right, let's look at this other story that trended somewhere in India. 3 persons killed after Google Maps sent their car into unfinished bridge. You see, there's this. They were using Google Map to go for a particular area that they are not familiar with, but unknown to them, there's this unfinished bridge.
And they were on a high speed.
Yes, the bridge actually collapsed last year.
Okay.
It collapsed into the river, and Google did not do an update
on it,
so that people will know that okay, the bridge is not complete. And that is one. Then 2, they are supposed to have like a barricade.
Yes, on the bridge,
preventing people from coming through to the bridge. That was not done as well. So these guys were using Google Map on a high speed. What happened was they just dive into the river. And
Ejiro, this is even too far. Let's bring it to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Google Map don't do you for Nigeria.
I wish Vijay Palmer was here because when this story broke out, he shared his experience online with me that he was going to PH and somehow he was using Google Map because that was his first time going alone. Driving himself to PH, and somehow Google Map kind of took him to somewhere in Kogi State, one thick forest.
Bros, I say if Google Map don't do you, as in especially on such long journey where sometimes you miss your network and network comes back, you can on a journey of 2 hours you can spend 8 hours because of Google Map. Then to make it worse, let it be somewhere like Lagos where you have too many roads.
Wonderful.
Oh my God!
Even in Abuja,
here, where we have Google Map. Even in Abuja here, it happened to me about 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Me and my friend we were going somewhere. He knows Abuja very well, but he didn't know the particular location, so we put it on Google Map. So when Google Map kept taking us round. He was like, "No, now we have passed this road before."
So you can imagine that kind.
And Google Map kept marauding us until he now stopped and parked and called a friend to ask that, okay, we are so place and we are going to this place. How do I move from this or that road?
But that's why you see, it's always good to ask questions when you're traveling.
Exactly.
When you're not too sure.
Well, Google,
yes, we know technology
is to
but you should know that technology, there's equally percentage error. Technology can actually mislead you too.
Exactly.
Because imagine someone like Obama was saying that he got into that thick forest. He was even scared that maybe don't be today or kidnapper. But he saw some farmers and he asked questions. He has to retrace his step back. Spending almost 2 hours.
No, he was even lucky. Okay, that one is another side. But look at it this way. Like for instance, in Nigeria, there are roads that we call one way.
Yes.
Do you know that Google Map won't?
My brother, you see, he's even lucky. Now I understand why he says he's lucky.
He's lucky. Now imagine you are driving in Abuja or even in Lagos, where especially where all these tax force they are very active.
They can't hold you.
You can't enter one way.
You go explain tire. You go explain tire. You see, let me even share one experience I had at the airport in Abuja here. You see, these tax force guys.
Yeah.
There will be no signboard to show you that this place you're not supposed to park here or no. In fact, as a matter of fact, they will just be watching.
Yes.
They will be there watching.
They will be praying
that you just park and get out of your car. Oh. My brother, the next thing you go see, they don't lock. In fact, on this particular incident, the guys just allowed us. There was no signboard to show that okay,
no parking.
We just parked. Okay, we decided to just take some steps into the main terminal and all that. The next thing is we came out, discovered that the car has been locked, and the guy who locked the car was just
looking at you when you were parking.
You know? And we're like, but there's no signboard, no sign. The guy was showing us something far off that you see, that's the sign, and people know that you're not supposed to. And I was like, the next thing they slam us is 25,000.
Yes.
That you have to pay this money. To cut the long story short, you know, go believe say some of this money end up in their private pockets.
Definitely. What do you
That
expect?
is why they will never hear a beg.
No.
The only a beg is to provide
the money.
So
especially this issue of one way, there won't be any sign that this road is one way. Yeah. There will be one person at this end. The moment you enter, they don't notify themselves.
Okay. You just call and say, oh boy, one car they come.
One car they come.
That means money they come.
So Google Map can be dangerous.
It's serious.
May their soul rest in peace anyway.
Yes, may their soul rest in peace. Others should learn from it. Yeah, for you using Google Map to navigate
still have
your
to
way,
ask questions.
Ask questions, because sometimes this thing can mislead you. Where you go explain tire, you know what I'm saying? Let's roll. Now, let's look at this particular story that trended. My brother, you see, many housewives go don't fall
they
for
fall under this
category.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I just hope say this one not go open some of their eyes because you where they listen to this particular story now.
You've been paying school fees.
You'll be forced to just start reviewing some of these things, you know.
Just take time, pay your children visit in their school.
There are some that will even pay and you will not say receipt.
That is it.
So let's look at this story. A dad of two who gave wife 1 million to pay their kids.
Who gives? That means it's continuous. It has been given before.
Yes. School fees. Was heartbroken after discovering the truth. Now, what's the truth now? The story is that this man stays abroad. He has been paying his children's school fees. The school fees is 500,000. That's 200,000 for each of the kids. But the wife keep collecting 1 million naira from this particular man. So on one of those occasions, he was having a chat with his friend, and the friend just carelessly, talk about his children's school fees because his own kids too attend that particular school. So the friend just mentioned it to a guy like, the man was like, no, I've been paying 1 million naira for this. The friend said, no, it's not up to it. It's 250. That's for the two kids now, it's 500,000. So the man had to wait. He came back. When he came back, he paid the school a visit without the wife knowing. And boom, Oga just discovered that he has been a cash out. Madam just a cash out for Oga head. It's really sad, you know. I wonder what will happen. You know, they've been married for 8 years, and your wife of 8 years, you can't even trust her again because of something like this. I mean, I know there are many men out there who probably will have such an experience. A friend of mine told me that yes, he has experienced this before, and I was trying to get his own view on how he was able to deal with the situation. He just told me that at that point he stopped sending money to the wife. He had to reach out to the school directly, you know. But it's sad if your partner, you can't even trust your partner with money. you know, your children's school fees, not just any money. We've heard of situation where a couple got married and the house they are living in belongs to the wife.
To the wife, yeah.
But the man has been paying for rent.
House rent. You know, Ejiro, this issue is just, let me say, similar to what I was discussing with my wife yesterday. Something led to the other, and we were talking about this. In Nigeria, I think we have missed the real essence of marriage. Why the Bible said, "And the two will become one." In marriages today, two are not becoming one. You will hear a wife telling you how it is necessary for her to have her own savings in case of rainy days. Yeah. I understand why they say that. Yes, the marriage can break up anytime, but that mentality of you having saving for the rainy days will make you to be doing things which you may not know is breaking your marriage. This mentality is why most marriages are breaking today. We don't go into marriage with what I do forever for better for worse. No, we step into the marriage prepared. That is what socialization has done to us. We step into the marriage prepared for better. If it moves fine. If it didn't go fine, let me prepare so that for the rainy days I can find my route out. That is the only explanation to why a wife will be lying to her own husband of how much he is. Not that the husband is asking you to contribute. He is the one paying the school fees, and you are still lying to him so that you can save. Save for who? Somebody who can be costing 1 million for school fees. Are you telling me he's not giving her feeding money?
She's getting her own money. So, but this one now can't be extra. You know, so you see, this takes us to some ladies that will have projects in their village, building a house, and the husband will not be aware. I mean, you see, this kind of things kind of break homes, because if you discover that trust can never be there. You just have this feeling that no matter the apology, yes, apology accepted,
but you have a broken bottle cannot be mended again.
Yes, you still have that feeling that, you know, this lady I can't really trust, and that's why you see issues of where you see a man will will all his property to his younger brother.
Exactly.
In his younger brother's
because name. He doesn't trust the wife. The wife, who's supposed to be the closest person to him, has a lot of secrets. See, I used to, maybe just as talk, something may lead to another. I used to tell my wife, I'll tell her, see, you are not doing me any favor by being open to me. It is actually yourself, and I'm not doing you any favor by being open to you. I'm actually doing myself. Because if somebody that I have trusted to be my partner, I cannot be open to you, then who will I be open to? One day something will happen that somebody may need to talk on your behalf. Who will talk on your behalf?
When they can't even vouch for you. Yes, because imagine if she has the opportunity to get hold of your very important documents.
You are gone.
You know, so I think ladies and wives, mothers, should learn from this story. If you're doing it, it's a good time to, you know, have a good good leave, because yes, you're already into it, but you can equally change your ways. Let me give out the numbers so that you can comment on any of the story you've listened to today, any story that is of your interest. The calling number is 0808 704 1217 0808 704 1217, and the WhatsApp number is 090 161 50614 090 161 50614. And equally, remember, we are going to do the birthday shout out, so you can start sending your birthday wishes, and we are going to do justice to that. Now let's look at this particular story. This one, people like Abel Damina, if you hear this kind of story, problem go there for this pastor wife. A pastor wife ran crosses on congregation for failing to contribute to her birthday celebration. Now the story trended of a particular pastor wife identified as Cecilia, has shocked the Christendom and the world as she rained curses on members of the congregation for failing to contribute to her birthday celebration, claiming that God will punish them. This is a very strong language anyway. She rained curses on these people that they are supposed to she said the only people who are exempted from this is if you don't have. All right, but for those who have and refuse to contribute for the food that they will eat, that she's raining curses on them. My brother, is this what Christendom has turned into now?
You know, a lot of, in fact, why Christianity is losing its value per day is because of what pastors do. And those pastors, I'm sorry to say, a lot of people parade themselves as pastors, but they are not pastors. They are businessmen. They are businessmen in the Christendom. Pastoring is a service rendering a platform where you are called to serve.
Yes.
Not to make money. Not for the congregation to bring everything they have to you. In fact, do you know that even offering and tithe is not given to pastor? It is given to the church.
The church, yeah.
So as a pastor in the church, you are just like a worker in this radio station where at the end of the month they pay you salary. Whatever the radio station makes at the end of the month is not your money, it is God's money. But the other way is the case. I know of pastors that have been in programs and we are having a very big program. And it was at the end of the program when people were sharing grace that the pastor had to casually say that today is his mommy's birthday. And everybody clapped. I don't know if you get it.
Yes, I got it.
But this one is that the people have also had a
this
pastor.
Entitlement mentality.
Thank you. I've also had a pastor who's, as in a lot of cases anyway, whose wife will now be organizing, as in telling the congregation to start contributing money. You know that Papa's birthday is coming. Let's start. They start forming committee.
Putting the people under pressure.
Putting the people under pressure. They now form committee and people will start donating money on the platform. So when you didn't donate, you are not a good servant. You'll be tagged as.
Yes.
Look at this one. This one even had to come out and rain curses.
Rain curses.
Come on.
Instead of to rain blessings.
In fact,
you see, there are churches that I know of that use their tithes and offering to benefit, to better the lives of their members.
I mean, if you want examples, I will give
free
you.
School, free
Yes.
church, free restaurant, free house. You see,
even free transportation.
They come out to. In fact,
To
I was
make
watching a clip today about a particular pastor that came to church and say, okay, today, people that have problem that is within 100,000, I want to solve it for you. Come out. And people came out and he was overwhelmed. Okay, say, oh, this number, actually, I wanted giving out ₦1 million, but with what I've seen now, I'll increase it to 10 million. That he wants to solve their problem. That is what Christianity should be all about.
Not putting pressure on people that today is my birthday. I say, see, if I mention names, you will know.
The problem with Nigeria now, when they celebrate birthday,
the person that is contributing for your own birthday, doesn't he or she have a birthday? I don't know if you get it.
Yeah,
if I contribute for your own birthday, will you contribute for my own? Was I not born the same way you were born?
If a member is doing birthday now,
do they even announce the member's birthday?
That one now you said go still buy gift again.
Go give Papa that today is my birthday. Come on.
So,
that is not the way Christianity should be.
No, it's quite sad. It's really sad.
Quite
For her to even rain curses, I mean, I wonder what the pastor will be doing. You know, you just sit back and you watch these things, and it doesn't really add up. I saw a clip of a particular young man, a very young preacher at that. He was preaching, and he was telling people about coming to pay your tithes. If you bring so amount, in fact, he never even finished his statement before a senior pastor rose up and said, "Get out from that stage! Get out!" Chase him from the
That is it.
This is not what Christianity
This
is
is
all
not
about.
Christianity.
You cannot come and you want to exploit people. Say if you bring this money, your blessings will be. Come on. It's not for sale.
Christianity is not for sale.
I think they should begin to look. The Christendom should look into issues like this, on how to tackle issues like this. Because if we continue that way, we are not really sending the right messages. Let's take this particular story before we go for a musical break. This is a particular story about a particular young lady. After 2 weeks of marrying Surajuddin Iya Onise, Wurala Surajuddin applied for an Ilorin court on Wednesday for a divorce on the ground of lack of love and devotion. Prior to marrying Iya Onitasi, she was previously married. She disclosed to the court, "I divorced my former husband due to pressure from my mother. My former husband became a religious fanatic after our marriage, and my parents were against him. I was introduced to my present husband and we got along smoothly, but immediately after the marriage, I developed hatred for him," she said. Now after marrying the young man, she has decided to say no, she's no longer interested. She doesn't love the man again. And they asked her, what is the reason? She said, just like that. This is serious. This is serious. I mean, you just marry somebody. 2 weeks later, you are no longer interested in the person. You want a divorce. That will not be juju.
There is something they are not telling us. And,
really?
And I will tell you.
Okay.
You know, if you follow the story very well, it's not like she dated her present husband.
Yeah.
She didn't date him.
Out of pressure.
No, not even. It may not be out of. Okay, it might be out of pressure. She was introduced to the first husband. They married. They were getting along, but something led to the other. They separated, and she was introduced to this one, and they got married. Which means it wasn't like maybe they were friends.
Okay, they were not friends.
They were not friends.
Okay.
They just got married. And that is what is happening to a lot of marriages in Nigeria. People don't marry their friends. What do I mean by that?
Yeah,
there are a lot of compatibility issues that you need to look at before stepping into marriage. Because if I'm coming to meet you as a girl I'm toasting, maybe in one eatery, I will come dressed up, composed myself. I will try to be gentle.
At least try to know the person.
I will try to be gentle.
Have a rapport.
No, I'm coming. So I will try to be gentle. So that will not tell you who I am until we have a close relationship where you can meet me, take me on our way, and see the kind of person I am. But we don't allow that in Nigeria, in our culture anyway. I'm not saying defy yourself, no. But try to know this person's do's and don'ts. Try to study the person's character.
Yeah.
And if you're a Christian too, or if you are religious, there is what you can, there is a way you can pray about it and ask your inner self. If you are with this person, if two of you are compatible, there is this peace that you should feel first.
Yeah.
But we don't do that. We just get okay, this person has money, marry him. You marry. By the time you step in, you see a lot of things that you cannot take. A lot of incompatibility issues start rising up, and the next thing is breakup. That is what happened there. The girl must have found out that there is one I'm thinking is the major issue that led to that. I won't say that.
Okay, don't say that. Thank you very much. All right, let's look at this story about a native doctor testing bulletproof charm lands in hospital after shooting self in the stomach. Wow. In a surprising turn of events, a native doctor known for his unconventional method in the Federal Capital Territory, Ismail Usman, has shot himself in an attempt to test the effectiveness of his self-made bulletproof charm. It was gathered that Usman was testing his charm on his body in Kuchi B community in Buhari area council of the Federal Capital Territory when the incident happened. You see, something that happened. Now people in the Abuja don't know. I watched a clip of Sam Loco and Mr. Ibu of blessed memory. when they had similar experience like this and they wanted to test the charm on Mr. Ibu. The guy said no. But this guy was so sure of himself that he had to test. You see, he's even lucky to be alive, you know, because you see things like this. Just like the story we read the other day of a guy who got a visa to travel out. And,
yes,
had
to go and bury him for fortification. Yes.
This one is lucky to be alive.
You know one thing there. I don't know how to say it, but there are a lot of belief systems that we practice that I can't phantom. Yes, he may have tried it in the past and maybe he escaped, because I call it escape. He escaped being hot, but now it has come back haunting him. How will you tell me that there is something you will do and bullet will not enter? How?
Now African science now.
Then they should have developed it.
African science. Well, when you talk of developed it, you know how this side of the world, the only thing that they like develop now, the one way gets some negative effect and all that. So these are the issues, you know. The young man is even happy God save him, because unlike the other guy that did not survive, you know, so he can now learn. It's either he go improve the level, or you know, next time you go know what to do.
Next time he will learn his lessons.
Maybe next time you go look for one animal where you go tie it in the show.
Now, if you use animal to test it, how will somebody be confident that it is working? On human being.
Okay, who don't they test that? The guy with the dwarf for. If now you Celestine, you give me the test that.
Wait, you carry me go
the story that you've read. In fact, I heard a story of fella having similar experience, but he refused. Say, "Oh God, tie this thing for dog, me you." Because if you've heard stories like this, my brother, you know go on. If you even find yourself in that particular, you know go on trial, you know, because. Look at this young man now. See as he just like that helplessly.
Yeah.
You know, and Juju don't feel him. And those are the things we're talking about when you're not too sure of what you're doing. You know. So, Engineer Celestine, I think it is that time where we have to do our birthday shout outs. Let me start with this one.
Anyway, sorry to cut you short, but I will have to start with my lovely son.
Okay, go ahead.
Emezie Solomon Onora. Emezie Solomon Onora, he's celebrating his birthday today. He's my first son. He turned 15 this today.
Wow.
And I'm not taking it for granted.
Happy birthday to Chiemeze Onora. Oh boy, you're a big boy. 15 years old. Happy birthday to him. Let me take this particular one. I think this is the first one that just came in. This is from Jojo, right? Jojo say, my birthday shout outs go to Mrs. George. I don't know if this is Mary or Mary, because what you wrote here is Mary. But I want to
George Mary.
It should be Mary. George Mary. Her birthday was on the 16th of November. And this is coming from Joseph Jojo from Piakasa. Joseph Jojo, thank you very much. There's a message that just came in. Let me see that. Okay, this one says, you guys have really made my day. God bless you. That movie is called
Ibudu. The one you referred to.
okay. That's okay.
Sam Loko and Ukwa.
It was Sam Loko and Ukwa.
About churches in Nigeria. Okay, no, he said about churches in Nigeria. Our pastors are not different from our politicians.
Okay, Joseph. But then I don't think he's far from the truth.
Some of our pastors,
not all of them. Not all, yeah, because we have some.
We have genuine pastors
really
who are touching lives.
Who are touching lives, like the story that I shared. Yeah. Equally today, let's wish Love Lizzie Gold. Happy birthday to you. Also, happy birthday to Gentle Boy. Happy birthday to Stanley Debbie. Happy birthday to Peter Mitty. We equally have Victoria Stanley. Happy birthday to you. Frederick Nwampe. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday also to Fredman. Fredman, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Believe
Okache.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday
Chukunonye Amechi.
Chukunonye Amechi. Happy birthday to Noah Hallam. This one a foreign name. Okay. Happy birthday to Lord Banks. Another name there. Well, happy birthday to you guys, and thank you all for sending this request. You know, we keep sending your birthday requests every week. We are going to read them out and wish the celebrants happy birthday for all they've been doing. And to you guys listening to us, we really, really appreciate your effort. And for the man of the day, Jojo, that has been cracking us up here, we appreciate you too. And for everyone that called in, we appreciate your effort. And this is the first day of December. My brother, Christmas on you.
Christmas don't reach, not the
How
same
far
year.
your chicken, have been at your goat, which one already?
Bros, this year, for this Tinubu regime.
No, of course.
No, this year will be very fine because this year is the year that we will have to celebrate Christmas the way it should be. Just visit houses, you know.
The house where they visit, if the house where you want to visit decide to visit, you go.
We go gather visit another house.
Wow, but it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun,
because,
seriously.
You know, it doesn't matter. You see, Nigerians are very resilient people.
No, yes, we have that.
In every way, we'll look for ways to
come out.
Celebrate.
Exactly.
So don't put yourself under pressure. If you know get meat, use pomo.
Oh, exactly. There is no standard to how to celebrate it.
Even if you use egg, you know,
exactly.
Everything. Just ensure that you're happy.
We are happy.
You're able to celebrate with your family in one piece. And if you must travel, be very vigilant, you know.
Exactly.
Ensure that if you can't even travel, see, this is what even one thing. If you can't travel, that money you want to spend for transport, send it them.
Bro, you see, because as I said, I traveled to Lagos, go come. When I came back, I was talking with my wife, and she was like, that instead of her traveling, she go gather that money, just like what you said.
Yes.
Send it. Guy, do you know from Abuja to Lagos, you budget nothing less than 55,000 just to go alone.
You can imagine.
So imagine if my family is in Lagos and I'm in Abuja. So just to go and come back, I will put 150 somewhere on transport alone, only meal. Now, as a family of 4 or 5, then, bros,
that's serious.
I go gather the money.
You just send them the money.
Send half of the money to them. Use half, celebrate Christmas
my
here.
brother, then you don't do Christmas for them finish.
That is it.
Rather than go there, go show your face, and at the end of
begin
the day,
to look everybody for face.
Don't say Abuja man don't come. Abuja man come empty-handed. But then I want to appreciate you, Engineer Celestine, for being on the program today.
Thank you so
much.
much.
I appreciate my listeners as well. Have a very pleasant month ahead. You know, jolly, wanyoli, and carefully, because we know this is the time we are now, since they happen. Exactly. And this is Men's Lounge. Next week is another day. We're still going to be here 3 to 5 p.m. Thank you very much. My name still remains Ejiro Unwata, or you can call me Mr. Waf. See you next week.
In the car, at the office, in the market, in the kitchen, and even in the toilet. Take us everywhere you go. Bright 98.7.
Kush is on fire.
You've got a piece of my heart. Easy on your body, but you can't see me. When you want, that's the month. Pop that body for me, that's my kind of healing. Sexual, give me all of you. So make you fall into my wingspan. So make I take you higher for the moment. You know, if anybody can, baby, we can. I never feel like the right season. Give me one taste. grace. And you don't do the things to make a man grace. Nobody ever do it better than this. Long on your love and fit to make a man trace. And if I ever hurt you, I mean well, what I gotta do to make you know it's all real. If I could, I would keep you to myself. Enough to separate the feelings wherever they feel. Nothing can tear us apart. It's not that easy. You got a piece of my heart. You know you need me. Nothing can tear us apart. Nothing else. You got a piece of my heart.
In the car, at the office, in the market, in the kitchen, and even in the toilet. Take us everywhere you go. Bright 98.7.
So, like, does the radio stop when you get into a car accident? Or are you just sitting there like...
I'm a savage, yeah. Classic. Let's go.
What up, man? It's Ejiro, that's right.
Yeah, it's your boy Chameleon. Yo, what up? This is Big Snoop Dogg.
Hi, this is the Pussycat Dolls.
Music, please.
Watermelon sugar high.
I got hands for, I get bands
Hey, this is Carrie Hilson, and you're listening to
Bright 98.7.
Makojo. Nama kenu wanka jonjono. Anyị ga-ebiliri. Anyị ga na-eli ifeno. Anyị ana-alacha aka. Anyị ana-emela na-aṅụrị. Na mma ka mmiri ezozi n'ụwa nọ. Ozosi na ọ ga-agbacha. Anyanwụ si n'igwe ga-awalili. Mana mma ka nwaanyị ajọzi njọ n'ụwa nọ. Boys must not die. As for Lizzy Queen. Ochie nne. Anyị ga na-enwe nwere nọ. Ọ bụ gịnị na-esezi nọ? ndị ndụ golibenu ndụ bụ isi maka ọjọọ anyị ga-erio asị na mgbanwe nwoke zuru agba ya mgba na agbọnọ maka ọjọọ anyị ga-erio agụ okonga anyị ga na-aṅụrị na yọrị maka ọjọọ anyị ga-erio maka ọjọọ maka ọjọọ anyị ga-erio anyị gbonu n'onyele ibe anyị ga-eji binu ka anyị na-enwezi aṅụli n'ụwa nọ mana ndị ụwa chazi ka anyị biri n'udo ọ bụ gịnị na-esezi n'ụwa amaka nwa ya ajọ njọ n'ụwa nọ ị ga-etufu etufu n'ụwa nọ ị ga-eweluzi nke onye ọzọ nọ ka o wee nọchie n'ụwa nke gị ịbụkwanụ n'oziri ezi n'ụwa nọ amaka nwa nwanyị ajọ njọ nọ ụmụ bọysi mọsi ndị egburu m ọkwụlụ fifi n'azụ nọ nọ mọsọlụ mọsọrọ m nọ ị ga-abụzi nna ga-anọ Lizzy Queen Alligator. tufu nyane tufu Makoto Aligedo Makoto Aligedo Makoto Aligedo Makoto Aligedo
Bright 98.7, the station you can't get enough of.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition. Strap in. You're about to listen to the hottest sounds. It's the hottest mixtape in the world, and you got it.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 7 Stars International Band presenting to you the old school highlights readings. The 7 Stars, yeah, it's dancing time, it's pleasure time. Take it easy. Yes, sir. If I'm on a wabu, if I'm not the abusi, if I'm a rumbusi, no ado. If I'm on a wabu, if I'm not the abusi, if I'm a rumbusi, no ado. Imana kachine forgive for man abawanye. Imakwana kachine forgive for man abiosa. Olukwechi ifomoso gade. Imana one nation ifomoso gabina. Ifomano de abuabu. Ishikwoso ifomano de abuabu. Yes, sir. Oh, you were looking at why your job before my. If you were looking at why your job before my. 7 Stars, I need you for why your chief for my. If my mother was if she was on, if my mother if she was on, if my mother Obu no nye be mbo asa no weje go be do la house chukwe kwe na fiakwa kama adere ya ije wole agaba o moyo hey 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 tarara hey 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 gonna tell you my story na rada no puna bota continue. You go to city, a lovely place. Don't regan to magic. I haven't got plenty money from me, but I was stranded in Port Harcourt, you know. If I happen to enter the chorus on boat 20 they love me, they love my beautiful voice. Please sing a song on this something new. Please sing a song on this something new. Please sing a song on this something new. I got too many honey, son, that's no more I'm looking for. I got too many lips, and that's no more I'm looking for. All I wanted that was spend some money. For my family, I'm not here for a pleasure trip. I'm only here for a business trip. Thank you. I'm gonna tell you my story. Naratapuna Bota Cotina. Tell us go be in Orin City. A lovely place. Go regala to magic. If I happen to enter the barracks, what's waiting they surround me? Say they like me, they love me, they love me, they love my beautiful voice. Please sing a song on this something new. Please sing a song on this something new. I have a landlady when I was at Enugu. I have a landlady when I was at Enugu. She want me to be her boyfriend, but I say, Mama, you are too far for me to magic if you happen to see my landlady. But like my lose, far as a car.